Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. Forgive me that last episode, it was literally an hour of unlocking these damnable actions. But we're still not quite done. We still have... The last episode cut out on us making a haymaker, and after that I went on to make every other action you see here, most of them unimportant and oddly specific. And then I had to go get more logograms, and the logograms I got were tactical. I had to buy them with my main again because Clyde's out of money. And yeah, so let's hope we get a bunch of stealth. Damn it. Yay! 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 Damn it. Yay! Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Yay! Okay, that's really good. Because the first logogram we're going to make, and the one that's going to complete us to 50, involves using 3 stealth logograms all at once. Oh, hot damn. Call the police and the fireman. Increases poison resistance and movement speed, including mount speed, and increases evasion by 10%. Cannot be used with other wisdom abilities. Essentially, it's terrible. Like, the only thing I could see using this for is slightly getting ahead of the train all the time or something, or like slightly moving, you know, getting across the map faster. But there's other ones that are already better than that, and it doesn't give enough of a buff in combat to be worthwhile using it in combat. So, like, something I really captured with this system is just the fact that a lot of it is fucking useless. Just like a lot of weird abilities in the original Final Fantasy XI. So, yay, they succeeded. Also, you'll have to excuse me, I went to the liquor store today. I actually got stopped by a cop on the way to it. It was a simple pull across the street sort of thing. There's a food city right across from the liquor store that I frequent. And I haven't been to the liquor store in about 3 or 4 months. And I pulled up to the stop sign. I looked left. There were cars in a nearby intersection, but none of them were moving fast enough to get to me soon. I looked right. No cars coming, so I pulled out to go across the street. The second I pulled out, on my left, a black Dodge Charger slams on its brakes because it was speeding. It was going like some ludicrous amount of speed and nearly T-boned me. And I look at it as it's honking its horn, and I'm just like, geez, you know, whatever, man. It's not my fault you're fucking driving too fast. But thanks for stopping. And, you know, I pull across and park my car. Look at my rearview mirror, who should be behind me with the black car? And I'm thinking, at first I'm thinking, you know, am I about to have to fight some fucker? And like, in front of my girlfriend? Because my girlfriend was with me. And then, turns on some blue flashing lights. I'm like, is he a fucking cop? But the blue lights were inside of the car, so I don't know how you would see those, you know, regularly. I mean, I guess they would stand out in your rear view if you had your rear view, you know, moved the right way. But all I'm thinking is this like an off-duty cop or something? So I start rolling down my windshield, and I look out, and it's an older gentleman. He's got a gray beard, and he's got a sheriff's star on his black shirt. So, you know, it says sheriff, so I assume I got stopped by the sheriff. And, or maybe just an officer that works directly for the sheriff. I don't know how police officering works in Georgia. But, and I'm like, is there a problem, officer? You know, and he's like, you almost caused a wreck. And, like, he goes into this whole spiel, screams at me to, you know, like, put my hands, you know, where he can see them, you know. Which, I mean, they were like on the steering wheel, but they were on the lower half of the steering wheel, but he still screamed that at me. I mean, he could have seen him. He was right at the window, so I moved him up anyway, took him off the wheel, and just, you know, like, hey, you know, whatever. He asked for my license and registration, and then, you know, the registration is the insurance or whatever. So I give him my license. I say, the insurance is in the glove compartment, let me get it. Is it okay if I move to the glove compartment to get the insurance? He said, yes, it's fine. You know, whenever you're dealing with a cop, you wanna ask them questions too. You wanna make sure that what you're about to do is fine in their eyes. So I open the glove compartment, I get my USAA insurance, I pull it over. It's actually the entire insurance packet with like all the instructions, because I'm too lazy to like separate out like the insurance paper and stick it in my glove compartment. I just had the whole thing. So I pull it over, and he looks down on it and he says, how do you have USAA? And I was like, well, I served in the United States Navy. And before I could go into the detail, he's like, you know what? Everyone makes mistakes. You know, don't make any more mistakes. It's a very foggy day. We've been having a lot of wrecks. And you just made a mistake, and, you know, I'm a good driver, so it didn't matter, but don't make any more mistakes like that. Don't try to cause any more wrecks. You know, you have a good day, sir. Thank you for your service. And then he walked back to his car, got in it, and drove away faster than I could even, like, get out of my own car to go into the liquor store. Absolutely baffling. I'd heard rumors that sometimes you could get out of traffic tickets if you serve in the military. I've been pulled over since I got out of the military before, and it's never helped me. Like, it didn't make any impact whatsoever. But this sheriff or whatever decided it was fine. And I assume he was probably just trying to scare me anyway, since I forced him to slam on his brakes since he was driving too fast, but whatever. But anyway, let's jump back into this. Sorry for that spiel. Oh ho, if it isn't the hero of the hour, you're a bleeding master of names, you are, and let no man say different. I've applied all the data you supply us with to a forgotten project of mine, Eureka Gear. Thought I forgot all about it, didn't you? Well, I didn't. Turned out to be a lot easier than I anticipated, too. So easy, in fact, that I'm leaving the production of said gear to this here gent. If you want for new and improved stuff, speak with him, and he'll get you sorted. And that's that. Yeah, he looks like Clyde, except blonde with long hair. And, like, darker skin. Maybe he's Clyde's long-lost twin brother. Oh, man. Drake is... Seems legit. Okay, so now we can buy Eureka armor. And we can buy it from, They haven't named this guy yet, and I wish they would. I hope he shows back up in the Bajja stuff. Uh-huh. So, every time you get 40 Pyros crystals, you can buy a piece of elemental armor. And this armor is only item level 380. But as you can see, it has 5 materia slots on every piece of gear. And it looks a bit weird and silly, but it really stands out. This armor is the foundation for some item level 390 armor you can get in the next Eureka Zone, which is basically elemental armor plus 1, which can also then be upgraded to elemental armor plus 2 with drops found inside the Baldessian's arsenal, which will allow you to get elemental bonus levels on your armor. Essentially item level for elemental level. And we don't have to worry about any of that right now. But we are going to make some more actions. And don't worry, we're not going to be doing this all day. I just want to make as many actions now as I can now, so I don't have to make them later. And we're going to make a very unique one right now called Sacrifice. It's instrumental in the Baldessian arsenal because it's the only way outside of the Spirit of the Remembered meme to get back up, because the Baldessian arsenal is a I guess it's a 54-man raid, or no, a 56-man raid, and the thing about it is if you die, normal raise spells don't work. And the raise meme also doesn't work. The only things that work are Re-Raise from Spirit of the Remembered and Sacrifice L. Restores 100% of target's HP, even if the target is KO'd. Cannot be executed if currently afflicted with Doom. Additional effect. Inflicts Doom on self. So basically, how healers try to handle it in Baldessian Arsenal is they use Sacrifice on a same plate as Spirit of the Remembered, and they will bring someone back to life and die, and hope that the 70% chance to come back to life kicks in. It's really kind of fucked, but it is what it is. Alright, now to make this one, let's see, what would be the best way for us to go? Well, we'll have to use the double edge. I don't think we have any bloodbaths. We don't have any bloodbaths. Okay, so we need Wisdom of the Skirmisher times 2. Do we have that? We don't have that. Never mind. We cannot make what I want to make. Let's see. But we do have Wisdom of the Breathtaker. Well, let's see. Is that another one that we would need for any of these other ones? No, it's not. Okay, good. So we're going to make Perception L. And this one is another one that's used basically only in Baldessian Arsenal. And what we need to make it is Stealth, Dispel, and Wisdom of the Breathtaker. Alternatively, you can use 2 Wisdom of the Breathtakers, but I didn't have to, so there we go. And this one, it reveals traps within a 15 yalm radius around your character. There are traps in the Baldessian Arsenal, and oftentimes they are lethal. And anything that's lethal is very bad because of what I just explained with resurrections. Alright. So we've made Sacrifice, we've made Perception. We have 4 left. We have Wisdom of the Indomitable, which we won't be able to make. Well, no, actually, we could make that. But that would be for tanks. And we're not playing tank right now. We could make Wisdom of the Fiend Hunter, which would be 25% physical damage increase and 25% evasion increase, which would be very useful, but it's only usable by ranged jobs, and we're not playing a ranged job, so we don't want that. And then there's Wisdom of the Duelist, which we can't make, but it would be what we would want for maximum grinding efficiency. Its maximum HP increases by 15%, and physical damage dealt increases by 40%, but we either need a Bloodbath and a double edge, or we need 2 Wisdom of the Skirmishers. And as it stands, we don't have a Bloodbath, so we can't make it. Last thing we could try to make is Wisdom of the Elder, which is for casters. And I think we do have what it takes to make that. We do have what it takes to make that. So what we need is Wisdom of the Ether Weaver, Wisdom of the Ordained, and Magic Burst. Now that's Wisdom of the Elder, and its magic damage increases by 35%, and magic defense increases by 1,000, while decreasing MP cost of spells. And if we were going to play Red Mage, this would be amazing to use. But for now, well, actually, no, you know what? No. For now, we're just going to destroy it. Okay. So we have all but 3. All but 3. And we'll get these at a later date, I guess, since we've come all this way. But as far as Pyros is concerned, we're now finally, like an hour and a half into it of just doing actions. We are done with the actions for Pyros. Scorpion Pop. That's all the way up there. We won't be able to get really anything out of that. But what we might try is finally showing off these things. Okay, so Spirit of the Remembered. Swing! And now we have a 2-hour buff that makes us able to re-raise. Swing! Now we have a buff that will last as long as we keep this as our plate. That increases our HP by 50%. And then increases our defenses by 3,000. So let's look at this. Let's look at how almost unkillable we are. We have over 5,400 defense and magic defense. We are basically unkillable. $143,000 HP. Yeah, we are not going to have problems with survival. What we are going to do is come over to the Exposition Lockpick and open these boxes that I haven't been opening. Mainly these cold warped ones, see what we get. Battle Dance, that sucks. Ballroom Etiquette, Insufficient Petticoats. This is the Shiver emote. This is going to make up for our money problems. And I'm going to show you why it's going to make up for our money problems in a bit. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't looked at it in a long time on the auction house. But it's very rare that people do Pagos at all these days. And as such, it is a very rare emote. And honestly, I don't care about it. I don't care about showing it off, and I don't care about actually doing it. But if it winds up not being a good selling item, I'll just give it over to my main, because he doesn't have it. In fact, depending on how much it sells for, I might just give it over to my main anyway. I know I just made the bold declaration that it'll solve Clyde's money problems, but his money problems are going to get solved anyway by the Shadowbringers expansion, and by daily roulette and stuff, and by anything he can sell out of this. So, I'm not too worried about his money. I just would really like to be able to finish the names. But we don't want to jump out right now for me to show you trying to sell this emote. Insufficient Petticoats. But because we'll lose our Logos buffs. And while both of these are very easy to make, like I said, Clyde doesn't have a lot of money, so we don't want to just waste, good things. And like the other Eureka zones, we're about 2 levels ahead of where we had been at, and apparently this person is trying to make all the relics, and they've chosen very poorly on their Highlander face. But such is life. With our increased defense, we can pretty much ignore all these monsters. We can go on and ahead and let's see what a even match hits us for with no defense in our Magia boards. Let's see. It's about like 2,400. But do you think that even matters to me? Because, I mean, honestly, it doesn't. And in here, oh look, a conceptual logogram. That's pretty nice. 51,000 EXP for killing an even match. And just like in all the other Eureka so far, because of the Echo, we're pretty much guaranteed to be able to kill stuff that's 3 levels ahead of us. So anything that's level 40 or below is pretty much a non-threat. especially with our meme usage. Now, the one thing we haven't checked out is because we found all the memes, Geralt will upgrade our relic as far as we want. But we don't have any Pyros crystals. And basically, it takes a shit ton of Pyros crystals. There are no vitiated or vitiated there's no vitiated relic things, you know, crystals. There are only there's only, let's see, Earth 43. Okay, no, we can't take something that's level 43. Not even with Plate Bearer on. I don't think, anyway. I'm not gonna risk it. That's 6 levels. He'd be dealing like 180% damage to us. Even with the enhanced defense, we wouldn't stand a chance. If he were level 41, though, I would have gladly tried to take him on. The Dragon Star Observatory. Oh, hey, look, we can attune to this one already. How about that? So we have the southern half of the map unlocked for us, pretty much. We're all mad here is a bunny fate. And as with the prior Eureka instances, everything else is pretty much self-explanatory. We need levels, and we need to explore the map, and we need to reconnect the Aethernets. And yeah, you know, it's going to be a grind that I do off-screen. The level cap is 50. But if I can, I'm going to try to get all the way up to the northern Aetherite. I don't think I'll be able to unlock it unless they patch something. But if I can get there, then I can show you... Well, actually, if I can get there, I want to be on Red Mage. And the reason I would want to be on Red Mage is because if I can get there, there are naturally occurring dual sprites. I say dual sprites because I don't think they have actually 2 elements within them, but they're based on dual sprites from Final Fantasy XI, which were double element sprites. They had 2 elements. And sprites aggro magic. They don't aggro anything else. And as you can see, we have the plate bearer thing to get there, but what we really want is the reflect meme. Because if we can get there and if we can use reflect, then I can spend the rest of this video showing you that Clyde is going to level the 50 faster than, you know, anything. Although he won't actually quite get the 50. He'll get to like the mid-high 40s real easily. But this all, you know, it all stakes on whether or not I can actually get to the Aetherite. Because I guess there's actually 2 Aetherites up there. I might be able to attune to the southern one. But it depends on how well I can dodge monsters. Honestly, I'm... okay, there's 15 people in the zone. There's probably someone who will raise me if I die. If there were nobody in the zone, I wouldn't be risking this, because when you die, you lose 1/3 of a level. But, well, if you die without a raise, that is. But, because there are, I'm going to risk it. And all I gotta risk is I'm running past level 45 crabs. Son of a bitch. Okay, well, I've aggroed a crab, which means I can't stop at this Aetherite. Oh, excuse me. Not sure if crabs are sound or sight. Okay, they're sound. But it's okay. Because I am mounted, they can't keep up with me. I think those manta rays are site. Northern Ray. But as you can see, everything up here is level 45 or higher. And it goes up to like level 50 stuff is over here. And then all the way over in the northeastern corner is like the level 51 to 55 stuff. And in the very northeastern corner is essentially the Pazuzu of Pyros. It's a hot moth lady called Penithalicea or Penithalacy or something like that. I think it's Penithalacy because that sounds pretty, but I don't really know how to pronounce her name. But you need her scales off of her bug wings or whatever in order to actually upgrade your relic to the final stage of the Pyros. And to spawn her, you gotta kill level 55 red blood glider remoras or whatever. I think they're called Val blood gliders, but yeah, they're just red remoras. Now, it's pretty easy to navigate over here, but there's one of the sprites, okay? The idea is we're gonna get there to the aetheryte, and we won't be able to use the aetheryte right now. See, they're level 48, pure white flames. Okay. Okay, so we gotta be level 41 for that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is put this on, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna use it, and then we're gonna cast. And when it gets down to like 2 seconds, we're going to use it again. As you can see, they're just killing themselves. I think we need, if we set to our elemental attack, see, we're not supposed to have reflect yet. Like, this is fully intentional, but, oh man, did they nerf it? It's a sad day if they nerfed it. I'm not getting any experience points. Wow, they nerfed it. I guess that they nerfed it because so many people were abusing it, but I tried to show you. Think. I think you have to be within 6 levels of something in order to get EXP from it. So I guess we won't be able to use this method of EXPing until we get to level 43 or 42, I guess. No, 42, yeah. 42 Answer to the Universe. So I guess we don't get to use that, but oh well. I've shown you some of the volcanic area. And I've wasted some names, so that's kind of sad. But it's far from the worst thing that's happened. As long as we're standing far enough away, we can just cast return and get out of here. But yeah, we were inside the volcano that we could see from Pagos. So that's pretty nice. I would have snuck my way back to that fate, but we just wouldn't get enough EXP from it to justify it. Oops, wrong Sam. We want our Osode still. Even within the memes, the Osode's elemental level is just too good. And honestly, I just like... at some point we're supposed to get 2 astral trays, and I don't know if that comes with relic or if they got rid of it or what. Oops. Okay. But oh man, when we switched jobs, we lost our Spirit of the Remembered. That kind of sucks. Well, we won't really need Spirit of the Remembered if we have Plate Bearer anyway. but it could be worse. Could be better too. Something else we could do, since we're not gonna switch jobs now, is we can set protect, and then we can make shell. And we cast protect. Samurai casting animation. And then we break it, and then we cast shell. So now we have 1,000. We have 1,000 more of each of those defense types. And then we use plate bearer, and we get almost 6,500 defense. And there's really no way to make it better on Samurai, as far as, defenses go. Now, 1,000 defense translates to, like, I don't know, something crappy. You also might notice that we have less HP now, and that's because we lost our Spirit of the Remembered buff. Remember, Spirit of the Remembered increases your HP by 10%. So we don't have that HP anymore. That's okay. And now for the rest of the video, I'm pretty much going to be grinding. We're going to go find stuff that's 2 to 3 levels higher than Clyde and kill it. And I think these stray snippers will do just fine. They hit pretty hard. They seem like they go down pretty hard too, but it'll be okay because we have so much defense. Well, these aren't really the most impressive new memes, but hopefully you can see, like, even with just these basic bitch ones, like, we have a way bigger advantage. And we're getting 130,000 EXP per kill here. Of course, we can't get over eager. It looks like even with this insane buffs, they kind of they tooled the enemy for them. Of course, something else we could do is we could, forget about EXPing for now, and we could go try to find a Pyros elemental. But there's no guarantee of that. And obviously it's not very or not very fun to watch. Honestly, I could probably just stop the video here. There isn't a lot to show off other than the unique fate bosses, which if none of the southern ones spawn, I can't really show you. But those minotaurs over there, they have a fate boss. That's a giant minotaur as well. We got some mammoths here. They don't have a fate boss. I think they mutate into the mammoth boss from Dusk Vigil. Big blue mammoth rather than big brown mammoth. And people are asking about Yin Yang. There's 3 specific fate bosses that spawn that have a very rare chance to drop like a Knoll's Claw, Yin Yang's like eyeball or whatever the fuck, and there's one other one that drops something. They're all super high level, like max level 50 source monsters. They have unique spawn conditions, and basically they all require that you go into the most hostile of territories and spawn them. Like Yin Yang only spawns at night because he's undead, and he has like 2 different things. Like he's got he's a 2-headed specter or whatever, and like the second boss from Siren Song C, and you have to watch which one of his heads is asleep and which one of his heads is awake in order to know what attacks he's gonna do. And it changes depending on if he spawned during the daytime or if he happens to spawn during, like what time of day he spawns, I think. And this is risky as fuck. Oh dear. Let's shop for a raise. Yeah, what happened was I fell all the way down and aggroed one of these things, and regardless of my prodigious defense, it was the fall dropped me to 1 HP, so it was instant death. But yeah, so the southern half is all ice area. This section reaches up to level 44 monsters. There's an owl NM right here. There's a Calcabrina doll NM right next to the Aetherite. There's a Minotaur one right here. There's a Coral one right here. The lowest level NM actually spawns right here at X26, Y25. I can't remember what it is. It's something aquatic though. And then through this cave system here that we somehow have the map for, right? Like you come out of the camp right here, and if you go over here, there's an ice bridge. It leads over to level 45 Hecta-Eye monsters. But then within this cave, that's where Yin Yang spawns. And then further south, there's like wolves that you kill. And they spawn the Knoll, or whatever. Now it's a Fenrir wolf. But the Fenrir wolf's fate actually spawns like up here somewhere, despite the fact that his placeholders are down here, if I remember right. I might be talking out my ass, but we'll see. Okay, there's still 17 people in here, so surely someone will come to raise me. Well, if no one... I mean, there's no reason for me to continue recording now. I guess I could try to tell you about a few more fates. That's a manta. This is a manta ray fate. This is bunnies. The one over here was like I think a scorpion. And then there... No, wait. No, the scorpion spawns up here. The one down here is a... Maybe it's a wyvern? I don't remember. There's one down here. There's one right here, there's one right here, and there's one right here. And the one right here is like a flame yeti. And you can get a mount from it, or maybe the mount was from lockboxes. I don't remember. All the way up here, not the Partisan's Proof, but slightly south of there, there's a goblin fate. It spawns off of those three-headed goblin chimeras or whatever. In the very northeast, in the Ring of Fire, that's the Peninsula Sea fate. Then there's like another two fates right in here. I can't remember what they are right now. One is like one of those thunder monsters from the very end of Hell's Lid, right before Ginbu. And the other one, I want to say it's a Treant, but I think I'm remembering wrong. I'm pretty sure I'm remembering wrong. Maybe it's an insect of some type? I don't remember. But that's pretty much all the fates there are. And the fates here give millions and millions of EXP. Let's shot again here. But with that, that's pretty much Eureka Pyros. I'll probably do another video or two on it, depending on the requirements for the relic and depending on how valuable the story elements are. The story elements are they're less and less valuable. Okay, so we got blood aggro from a wolf. Yeah, we could just kill him. I don't know what Hal does, but it doesn't matter. We'll reclaim our honor a little bit here. The monster, like I can't even damage the monsters he's joking with me about. But anyway, hopefully you see how Pyros could be funner than the other two. They really wanted you to focus on actually just doing the combat content and having super buffs. So having a lot of stuff. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a good day.